It's time to rejoin coverage of the 2022 Girls State Varsity Hockey Tournament presented by Riverfront Broadcasting Sports. It's time for the 2022 Girls Varsity State Hockey Tournament. The Girls Varsity State Hockey Tournament is brought to you by Owyhee Federal Credit Union, Weatherall, Wagner Auto, and the Ramkota.
Ashley is in with a breakaway. She shoots. She scores! It's 5-3.
The Varsity Girls State Hockey Tournament is also brought to you by Pelican Power Sports, Fisher Rounds and Associates, Hockey Headquarters, and the Aberdeen Area Chamber of Commerce.
There's a shot. She scores! Sabres a short-handed goal. And the Mitchell Marlins lead 2-1.
And also by Becky Potsuba State Farm Insurance, Hermanson Endodontics, Sunmasters of Pierre, and the University of Jamestown.
As they count down the seconds, the Aberdeen Cougars have won the state championship 5-2 over the Sioux Falls Flyers.
The Girls Varsity State Hockey Tournament is also brought to you by Xander Auto Parts, Ranky Gray Wealth Management, the Fieldhouse of Pierre, and Kubota. And now, let's rejoin John Winkler, Jeff Anderson, and Jim Lloyd for the call.
As we welcome you here to game number 4 of the day, and our final game of the evening, as it's going to be the Sioux Falls Flyers, the top seed, taking on the number 4 seed, the Brookings Rangers. John Winkler alongside Jeff Anderson and Jim Lloyd. The number 1 seed, undefeated Sioux Falls, goes against now the 12-7 Brookings Rangers after winning 6-3 yesterday. But this is for the Brookings Rangers. They're not supposed to win this game. If you just look at it, they're not supposed to win. So what do they have to lose in this hockey game? Just like what Rushmore did last night, had nothing to lose. You go out and make it any game that you need it, make it as ugly as possible if you have to. You go out there and house his money, try to pick up a win against Sioux Falls.
Yeah, it comes down to that, but they played twice already this year. 4-2 Brookings lost the first time they played, so they played them pretty tough the first game. 9-0 the second game. So Sioux Falls won, so hopefully they can put together the first game as opposed to the second game, if you're Brookings.
What does Brookings need to do? They need to play the best hockey of the season to beat this team. 18-0 speaks for itself in the regular season, undefeated. You go undefeated in this league, you're doing a lot of things really well very often.
If you're just joining us here for tonight's final game, the winner of this game will play Mitchell in the state championship, and Mitchell has run their way to the state championship. 2 run-time wins, 9-1 and 8-2. Their 2 victories over Sioux Center and then Aberdeen just a little bit a while ago. And the Sioux Falls team didn't have the game, or it didn't have the final score that maybe people were expecting last night. It was a 4-1 win for Sioux Falls over the 8-seed Rushmore. Now, Rushmore came back and won earlier today to go to the Constellation Championship, so they're playing some pretty good hockey this weekend. But Sioux Falls maybe uses that and saying, doesn't matter how good Rushmore plays, we got to be better than what we were last night.
Well, absolutely they're going to have to be better. Brookings is going to take it to them. I would think that Brookings is ready to play. The other side of the coin is Sioux Falls had a game against the 8th seed, probably played well enough to win, but they've been sitting around all day. Does that come into play? Sometimes it does for these high school kids.
Yeah, good point. Well, and the other key as far as Brookings is they cannot let what happened to them what happened to Aberdeen when Aberdeen played just a little bit ago against Mitchell. Mitchell got 2 goals within the first 2 minutes of the game, and they were off and running. And Brookings has to avoid that at all costs.
Yeah, because against a Sioux Falls team, you're probably not going to be able to come back from that. It's going to be very difficult, and Aberdeen found that out.
Sioux Falls has 6 players in double figures scoring this year, but Brookings does have 3.
Well, they were number 1 line, Kieran Vugdeveen, Savannah Barber, and Taryn Richter. Those 3 are pretty good. There's a lot of good lines, and we talk about how good Mitchell's top line is, but this Brookings line at Vugdeveen, Barber, and Richter might be up there rivaling what Jarman and Sabres and Amick have done this year. Not as many points, but
nobody's done that.
Right, nobody's done that. You can't argue that one because nobody's done that. But this line can be just as good as that line.
Well, I think Brookings is playing with a lot more confidence than they did earlier in the year. And they look a lot better than they did earlier in the year, and they seem to have gelled at the right time. So who knows? That's what makes it fun.
Sioux Falls has a gal by the name of Lily Moon. She scored 36 goals in the regular season, and she keeps this team moving. She's the one that a lot of the plays and a lot of the things that happen on the ice kind of happen through her. So as far as Brookings is concerned, you probably want to know what Lily Moon's doing all night long.
And she was a second-team All-State. As good as what she is, she's a second-team All-State. That just tells you the level of how good the top players are in the state of South Dakota in girls hockey. That someone like Lily Moon, who scores the league lead in goals, ties for the league lead in goals going to the state tournament, is on second-team All-State.
Yeah. That's a very good point.
You're right.
So the Sioux Falls Flyers, the top seed against the Brookings Rangers, the number 4 seed. This is the final game of day number 2. It's hard to believe that we were down in our final 4 games, and after this game is over with, the entire bracket is completely set other than the final games. As we'll have the 5th place game between Oahe and the Rushmore Thunder tomorrow at 9 a.m. The loser will face Aberdeen at 1:30. This will be 11:30. Yeah, I don't want to get ahead of myself. 11:30 tomorrow morning. They'll face Aberdeen. The championship, Mitchell is already in it. They'll face the winner of this one at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. And, of course, all 3 of those games, as the first 7 of the games have been, and this 8th one right here, all on Capital City Rack, KSDR and Watertown. There we go.
Yep,
and we also welcome those in for Brookings from KKQQ.
Yes.
The Brookings game will be on the radio. We'll also have it on YouTube to watch at Capital City Rock Sports.
That's right. And then next week we'll do the same thing all over again, only with the boys.
That's right. And KKQQ will have every game for the boys throughout the entire state tournament. So we'll be on the air on all 3 stations throughout the entirety of the state tournament. Should be a lot of fun. Will be a lot of fun next weekend. But we're not there quite yet. We still got this game here. At Brookings, we talked about that top line. Aletha Baker, the goalie, with now 12 wins of the season. She came in with a 4.08 goals against average, 823 save percentage. She's going to be on the top of her game because we looked at what Sioux Falls can do, and you got Gabby Schroeder, Lily Moon, Emma Ramsey, and then you go back and look at Adriana Clark and Barrett Hefty, Emily Pesca. That is actually Reagan Pesca, not Emily Pesca. Reagan Pesca. All those girls have 10-plus goals, so they can shoot it from anywhere. Anybody can shoot. Anybody can score for the Sioux Falls team, and Aletha Baker's got to be on the top of her game.
Exactly.
She's going to see a lot of good shots tonight. Sioux Falls is going to take some good quality shots, good quality shooters on that team.
And we got the Sioux Falls Flyers mascot. We believe it's the Sioux Falls Flyers mascot. Maybe it's. I would assume that if you're a Brookings Ranger, if you're a mascot, you look like a Power Ranger. You're dressed up as a Power Ranger, and that's not a Power Ranger across the way.
No.
So and it's got the red and orange, like more orange to be the flyer. That would be for the Sioux Falls Flyers.
So we've had a couple of mascots in this tournament, which has been kind of fun too.
Yeah, it has been a lot of fun. And
yeah.
That mascot's having a lot of fun dancing right now. It's easy to see because you can see the wings going back and forth. But
what's the dance that they're doing?
It is not the gritty.
Not the gritty. I'm looking for the gritty tonight.
If you didn't join us last night, we had probably a little bit too much more fun. I think I saw. Let's see. That dance move looked like. Never mind. I don't. We won't.
But I have a feeling. I spoke with Gabby Schroeder last night, and she's the one that got us off on this. And I think we're going to see the gritties. If they win, I know we'll see it.
I was saying Gabby Schroeder was doing the gritty. We had too much fun after that. I kept talking about it for probably the next half a period. So you never know. That might be a goal celebration. Somebody might score a goal and start doing the gritty.
I just have this feeling that we're going to see the gritty, and she's going to be looking up here. I just have a feeling.
I think you're right.
Knowing Gabby, and I wouldn't put it past her.
And Brookings, they might see that happen. They might score a goal and say, well, if you can do it, I can do it too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So it's gonna be a good one. It's Sioux Falls, Brookings. Sioux Falls and Brookings. There's a lot of teams that don't like each other in terms of towns don't like each other. They all might have mutual respect for each other, but you don't have to like them. And I think this is another rivalry between Brookings and Sioux Falls. And these two towns just don't like each other very much. So it should be a good one here. Sioux Falls, the top seed. The Brookings Rangers, the number 4 seed. And the winner is in the state championship tomorrow afternoon to take on the Mitchell Marlins. Back with Puck Drop after this. You're listening to the state tournament on a Capital City Rock, on a KSDR, on KKQQ in Brookings, and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Renke Gray Wealth Management, a place where achieving success can only come from working together. We believe in deep, meaningful relationships that will last generations. Investments change, family situations change. At Renke Gray Wealth Management, we want to help you navigate these changes because our commitment to you won't change. Let's work together on creating your financial plan for your financial freedom. Call Renke Gray Wealth Management at 224-5959 or visit us at renkegray.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial. Member FIRNA SIPC. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors. A registered investment advisor. GWM and Renke Gray Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in. Like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut. And the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
Please contact one of your South Dakota Kubota dealers today.
Owyhee Federal Credit Union's recreational loan special is in full swing with rates as low as 2.25% APR and terms as long as 15 years. Now is your chance to get into that new or used boat, jet ski, camper, motorcycle, UTV, or ATV you've been dreaming about. Apply online or stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre and let the girls at Owyhee Federal Credit Union make that dream a reality.
Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call.
As we welcome you back here, we are set for Puck Drop here, and we want to talk about the Ramcota. The Ramcota was at Zander Auto Parts. We appreciate them, the Auto Parts and Machine Shop. But the Ramcota is the other sponsor that was just about to be heard, and we appreciate them hosting us this weekend.
They've been doing a great job.
Let's throw it down to the PA for the introduction of the starting lineups. We are ready to go. Our final game of day number 2. The winner is in the state championship. The loser will still play tomorrow, but will be in the third place game. As it is going to be Sioux Falls moving from right to left. The Brookings Rangers from left to right. 17 minutes on the clock. We're going to get started about 2 minutes early here in this game. 7 o'clock scheduled start time, but it's going to be a 6:58 puck drop.
Early out of our commercial break, And early to start the game.
Yeah.
Jim knew what he was doing.
Yeah, got us on just in time.
That's right. We're going to figure out the starting lineup again for Sioux Falls here because they announced 6 names and they had Riley Van Der Esch is in net. So, and she gets her first start here in the playoffs. 6 wins, 0.83 goals against average, 953 save percentage, and she has 3 shutouts in her 6 wins. Emma Ramsey will take the face-off against Savannah Barber, and we are underway here in the final game of day number 2, and the face-off was won by the Brookings Rangers. Barber will throw a girl down to the ice. That was Barrett Hefty, as it's played in the neutral zone by the Rangers. That pass goes off of a skate and picked up by Emma Ramsey. And Ramsey is in, fans on a shot attempt on the backhand by Ramsey. Comes out in front and no shot attempt. Vugdeveen will clear the zone and out to Taryn Richter. And Richter moves in one-on-one. Richter with a shot goes wide of Van Der Esch. It's going to be hard to beat her. 0.83 goals against average. But the Rangers are going to give it their best go. Here at the point, it's held in. Richter a shot off the side. There's a chance, and that was blocked away. Vugdeveen had that opportunity. Still no shots up on the board yet for the Rangers. There's a pass to the slot. Everybody goes sliding in for it. And it comes out of the zone, and Garrett's will go across ice as it will be picked up by Kenzie Grindler. Into the zone just momentarily. Grindler will hold it in, but it's back for the Sioux Falls Flyers. A minute gone by here in the first period. Pass goes back over to Zoe Gora after she tried to pass it over to Gabby Schroeder. Schroeder was our player of the game last night in the final game of day number 1 with her 2 goals. As it will be picked up by the Flyers in the neutral zone and then dumped in. Adriana Clark will chase after it, but the first one to get to it is Jaden Keel. And a pass across off of Ava Colley, off the stick of Ava Colley, and then goes back to Colley, where it's a pass near the near side again for the Sioux Falls Flyers. Back in is Rylan Pesca. Makes a move around. Pesca with a shot goes off the goalpost. It snuck through the back of Baker, but somehow stayed out of the nets. And now Savannah Barber races after. Barber takes a hit up high from Gabby Schroeder, and then Barber goes down, and she is still down on the ice, and she is slow to get up. It's 15:02 left to go here in the first period.
Barber fell kind of awkwardly there. She got a bump and kind of went almost back like on her tailbone. Hit pretty hard.
So she's able to get up on her own strength and able to skate away without any extra help, and there will be a face-off that will actually be over in front of the Brookings blue line.
Barber's going to stay out there, too. She came over the bench. She goes, I'm fine.
Savannah Barber, a junior. We called her a senior all day yesterday. She's a junior today.
They don't have a senior on this team.
Nope.
They get a referee blowing the whistle a couple different times. I think
she probably has to go out because they blew the whistle for her.
Yeah, I think that's the case. And now Brookings will change just about everybody. Well, they changed 3 girls, not everybody. Maya Forrester will take the face-off instead of Barber. So I'm sure Barber will be sitting up on the side of the bench and to get right back out on the ice. Ava Colley comes right back out here for the Rangers. That pass will go off of a skate and into the Brookings Rangers end as it's played back behind the nets. Garrett's is over there. Forrester. That pass is going to be intercepted. A shot from the side is missed. That one came from Reagan Pesca from the Sioux Falls Flyers. 14:35 left to go here in the first period. From the near side corner, a pass out to the slot. Knocked down a couple different times. Alexa Christie trying to get a shot away. And the Rangers will eventually clear the zone. That was cleared away by number 18, Anna Rasmussen. As the Flyers push it right back in. That one came from Barrett Hefty. As the pass here to the near side. It's a loose puck. Battling for it. Clark gets it. The shot and a right pad save by Letha Baker. There's a fanning on a chance was Lily Moon. So it's picked up now by Rasmussen. Schroeder is able to cut off Rasmussen. Nearly had the puck taken away, and now it's going to be going the other way for the Flyers. 3-on-2 in the zone, but the pass left back. It was turned over to the Rangers, but they couldn't clear the zone, so it's held in. Schroeder, a backhander, a bouncing puck. Reached for by Clark, but it'll come to the near side boards where it's just the Rangers to have it. And Brookings will look to escape their own end. Out to the neutral zone. Lily Moon will pick up speed in the offensive end. Moon with a shot, and that one was a save by Baker. She got up around the blocker, and it kind of almost got stuck in the blocker.
And then she threw it out of her blocker just like she knew where it was.
Right. It looked like there was no chance that, it looked like it would have gone in the net. Otherwise, there's no way that she'd have made the save, but she somehow caught it. And it was with 13:25 to go. 3 shots now in favor of the Flyers. None yet so far for the Rangers. Trying to wrap it around was Zoe Gora, and Baker was able to stuff the goalpost and get a whistle with 13:19 to go here in the first period. You're listening to KCCR FM Blunt, as well as KSDR Watertown, and a KKQQ Brookings. With just past 7 o'clock here on this Saturday evening in the state semifinal between Sioux Falls and Brookings. The 1-versus-4 matchup. Lily Moon will turn with it, and she turned circles around, and one of the Ranger players ended up falling into the boards, trying to stay with Lily Moon. Now here's a 2-on-1 in. Gora lost the puck, got it back, and a shot and a save by Baker, and another whistle with 12:56 to go. We talked about it. Baker's going to be one of the best players that Brookings has here tonight.
And she's on her game.
She's on her game.
Right.
4 shots, 4 saves with 12:56 left to go in the first period. Face off to the right of Baker. That one will be played forward by the Flyers by Ramsey, but picked up by the Rangers. And from the corner of the far side boards, it's Taryn Richter. Cross-ice pass over for Vugdeveen in the neutral zone as she carries and walks it in the offensive end. She'll swing wide on the near side. Pass to the slots, out to the blue line. There's a shot that's blocked down. Racing after it to hold the zone of the Rangers. Pass goes across the blue line, then picked up by Ramsey, where she will flutter it into the neutral zone. Didn't get all of it, so it's picked back up by the Rangers until they ran into each other. Barber and Richter ran into each other as the puck is played back by Vugdeveen. Now here's Barber back in the offensive end on her off wing. Tries to stop and start. She picks it back up on her forehand. That shot didn't get all the way through. She's got a hard shot, does Savannah Barber. There's a penalty coming up on Sioux Falls as Taryn Richter, a backhand pass. That one goes through the blue paint. It's still a chance for the Rangers and finally be touched up as Baker was just about to the bench for an extra attacker, and a hook is called with exactly 12 minutes to play here in the first period.
Well, an opportunity here for the Brookings Rangers. They're going to go on a Pelican Power Sports power play.
Alyssa Lindgren gets called for the hook. And the Rangers have their first power play, where they were 0 for 5 yesterday on the power play. With 11:55 left to go here in the first period. Delayed offside, but tagging back up are the Rangers, although they having it with the Flyers. There's a shot that was blocked out. Good hand-eye coordination by Vugdeveen as it goes up for Barber. And now here's Savannah Barber one-on-one. Barber is in. She waits. A shot is off of a skate, and it goes wide to the near side. It's played back again here in the corner. The Rangers back behind the net on their first power play, Pelican Power Sports power play of the day. That one will be off the stick, and down it goes as Lily Mood will almost stalk Forrester. Not quite going after the puck yet. Forrester nearly turned it over, but it will be picked up here by the Rangers. Pass goes up again. Now it's 2-on-1 if they hurry. Moving in are the Rangers. On the back end, a shot and a save made by Vander Esch, and I think she put it over into the netting and out of play. Actually, nope, she got it with the glove. So 11:05 to go here in the first period. 1:06 left on the power play. 4-2 shots in favor of the Flyers. 2 shots so far for the Rangers, but still have half of a power play left. Looking for their first power play goal of this state tournament. That one's held in by the Rangers. Held in another time by the Rangers. Both times held in by Jaden Keel. It is around behind the net, picked up by the Flyers. A backhander to the slots. And it missed everybody, but Emma Ramsey will pick it up. And now Ramsey will turn. Her shot, Baker nearly didn't see that in time, but she was able to cover and catch it just in the stomach to make sure that didn't squeak through.
Yeah, I think you're right. She didn't see that for a while until it just barely got to her, and then she reacted.
So 36 seconds left to go here in the power play. 10:36 left to go in this first period. Face-off is controlled by the Rangers. Forrester around for Richter. And Taryn Richter over for Barber. That pass off the stick and all the way down, and it will result in an icing. Just went off the stick of Kenzie Grindler on the wrong side of the red line. And a whistle with 10:22 to go here in the first period. Still 22 seconds left on the power play. Face-off will be to the right of Baker. Lily Moon will take the face-off against Savannah Barber. And it's won by Moon. And a pass out to the blue line. Comes out of the zone. Pushed back in by the Flyers. Now Grendler a pass. Goes off another skate. That one off of Richter. And picked back up here by the Flyers. Down to 8 seconds left in the power play. Looks like the Flyers will kill this first one off. As Grendler will pick it back up in the near side corner. And it's out into the neutral zone, and Savannah Barber will pick up speed with Taryn Richter along. Barber toe drags, backhander. Couldn't put it in the back of the net. I don't know if Van Der Esch ended up making the save or not, but she read that one perfectly. Now there's 3 players that will all hit the ice. Barber trying to lift the stick of Moon, but Lily Moon will come away with it. And Moon moves in. Moon all the way in. Her shot, save is made by Baker. Right in front was Moon, and Baker made the save. A backhander from Pesca. Goes through the slot. Picked up by Richter. And the Rangers get it out of the zone. Moon winds up, tries to dump it in, but it goes off the Rangers. And then it's dumped in by the Flyers another time. Bouncing puck, Zoe Gora. Good backhand pass to the slot, but a good defensive play. That one from Garrett's. And out of the zone they goes as Sawyer Triplett was able to dump it in for the Rangers. With 9 minutes to go here in the first period. We still remain scoreless, 0-0. Pass moving in. Ramsey might have been offside, but there is no icing or delayed offside, as it will be picked up here by the near side, Emma Ramsey, out to the blue line, and that shot went wide from Lexa Christie. To the far side the puck is at. Picked up by the Flyers. Turning is Reagan Pesca. That shot off of a stick, and it goes high over and into the near side. At the boards, a battle for it. Peterson lost her stick. That's the hockey headquarters loose equipment. And now 4 players will be tied up along the boards. Keel's got one of the Flyers pinned. That's Ramsey. No, excuse me, that's Lincoln that's pinned. And out to Barrett Hefty, who winds up with a shot that goes wide. Back here to the near side or the far side, a shot. And then another chance that goes across the slot, high up above the slot, and Lincoln will pick it back up in the corner. Lincoln will turn a circle around. There's a good net front battle taking place between the Rangers and Flyers. Lincoln's still with it. She'll circle around. They've got the Flyers. They got the Rangers hemmed in right now. The puck is still loose in the corner. Lincoln's battling again. Out to the blue line. Hefty walks the line, winds up with a shot, and shot it wide by a couple of feet. To the near side it is. Flipped up, but not out of the zone. It actually will come out of the zone. Hefty picks it right back up. Everybody's changing for the Rangers. Now here comes a break in for Lincoln. Lincoln in with a shot off the crossbar. Nearly made it 1-0. The Rangers were calling it a quick change. Then now the Rangers will pick it up. Barber over for Richter. And Taryn Richter moving in one-on-one. Her shot is blocked down. Back to the blue line is held in by Vugdeveen. 7:19 left to go. There's a shot on that Van Der Esch was able to make the save. Sticks it over the corner, so no rebound. Back again, another opportunity. There's another shot and another save by Van Der Esch. She does a really good job of rebound control. Was able to flick that one over behind the net. Back in the offensive zone, Gabby Schroeder with a shot. It was off of a stick and was redirected, so a tough save there for Baker, who's made all 9 saves so far against the Sioux Falls Flyers. 6:50 left to go here in the first period. Comes in front. There's a shot, and Baker stuffed it again. She's got that post hug tight, and she made a couple of good saves over there. Here's Vugdeveen. She is tripped up, and the Rangers will get another power play. 6:39 to go, our second Pelican Power Sports power play. And to the penalty box, it will be Gabby Schroeder. So Schroeder will get the penalty with 6:39 to go here in the first period. And the second Pelican Power Sports power play, as the Rangers will get their 5th girl out on the ice right now. Well, this has been a pretty fun first period.
Yeah, it's been a very well-played game.
6:38 left to go here in the first period, as it will be picked up behind the net by the Flyers, and Reagan Pesca will clear the zone all the way down. And racing after it and having to race after it is going to have to be Garrett's because Ryland Pesca was on her way there. She threw down Garrett's, not by a check, or will it be a check? And it will be a check, or we'll see what the call is going to be.
But could be a cross check even. It was.
Ryland Pesca gets called for it. And it is a
hook
that is called.
Kind of pitched her off. He was kind of leaning on her stick, and she just kind of pitched her.
So 6:20 left to go. There's a big opportunity for the Rangers. It's a 5-on-3 for 1:42 or less. Pelican Power Sports Power Play. Every power play goal, $15 donated to Feeding South Dakota from Pelican Power Sports. From the near side, moving in, 5-on-3. There's a shot off the side of Van Der Esch. Comes out to the blue line, held in by Forrester. But then it will be eventually cleared out by the Flyers. And 5-on-3, who cares? Reagan Pesca's racing after it. She doesn't care at all. Forrester getting along with going to be number 21, Grindler. And Kenzie Grindler starts to move it up. Barber will pick it up. And now it's 3-on-2 going the other way because the Flyers going to need to make a change. Barber will swing wide. Still has it. Barber still swinging wide. Backhand pass goes over. It is Vugdeveen to the faceoff dot. Leaves it back for Forrester. Forrester square away, but instead she'll pass it down to the near side corner. Back out to Forrester at the point. Starts to walk it in. Pass goes over, intercepted, and cleared away by Moon. That's the one thing about 5-on-3s. You get a lot of space, you get a lot of room, but sometimes you get a little too cute with it, and you got to put some shots on net. 33 seconds left to go on the 5-on-3. Over is Richter as she moves in. Richter moves around one defender, leaves it there for Barber. Barber makes a nice move. Her shot is up high, and it goes into the netting. And we get a whistle with 5:01 left to go. It hits somebody in front, so the faceoff will stay in the offensive end with 22 seconds left to go on the 5-on-3.
Pretty fast pace to this one.
Yes.
Much like the last one, just not as much scoring.
This has been a lot of fun here. And there's the one that gloved by Van Der Esch with 4:57 left to go here in the first period. Still 18 seconds left in the 5-on-3. Faceoff will come to the right of Van Der Esch again. And it's won by the Rangers. They'll picked up now by the Flyers, and that's Lily Moon. And she's going to pick up some speed. Again, Lily Moon, the Flyers are down 3-on-5 right now, and Moon says, I don't care about that. Moon starts to move in. Was cut off, though. Was cut off by Anna Rasmussen. The pass goes over, and in is Peterson. Out to the blue line, Collins now 5-on-4. With another 8 seconds, moving in will be Alyssa Lingen. And Lingen will turn to the near side corner. She gets knocked down by Peterson. That was by Shauna Peterson, and it will come out of the zone. Excuse me, that was Jalissa Peterson. It's back to 5-on-5, so the Flyers kill off the 5-on-3 and the 5-on-4. There's a shot off the glove of Baker. That came from Barrett Hefty. Out on the far side, picked up by Richter. And Richter's pass over, and that one will be dumped in all the way down with 3:55 left to go here in the first period. The Rangers looking to attack in the offensive end, but the Flyers come right out with it. 2-on-1 in the zone. Gabby Schroeder is in, makes a move from the back end of the forehand, but couldn't stuff it in. Baker had it read perfectly. Wind up shot, that one didn't get all the way through. Knocked down, and Vugdeveen gives over for Barber. 2-on-2 the other way, make it 3-on-2 for the Rangers. Barber moves in, can't get the shot away, fanned on it. Back now the Flyers. Moving in transition into the neutral zone. Ramsey got knocked to the ice. Trying to make herself be sure she was onside. Reagan Pesca's over there trying to protect the puck with 3:15 left to go here in the first period. Behind the net here for the Rangers. Pass goes out, and Barber racing after it. She's going to win the race to it. Barber is in 1-on-2. Barber again fanned on the shot attempt. As it's going to be trying to move out of the zone. There's a collision as the Rangers right now would be offside, but they're going to circle around with it in the neutral zone. Colley gives it away for Barber. Barber with a shot all the way through, and Van Der Esch made the save. As it's around again to the far side. Zoe Gora, the length of the ice, it should be an icing, and it will be with 2:33 left to go here in the first period. 12-7 in shots in favor of Sioux Falls. But as we said last night and going into the night, the longer this stays 0-0, the better this favors the Brookings Rangers right now.
This is everything you'd hope for in a semifinal game.
So with 2:33 to go here in the first period, a face-off on the far side is picked up by the Rangers, and around it goes for Moon to take. And Lily Moon trying to get a pass up. Instead goes rink wide, misses, and it will go all the way down, but it will go all the way to Baker. She got it with the glove, but she left it forward, and the Flyers now pick it up. That pass will go across. Here's a chance off the crossbar. The Flyers nearly scored with Ryland Pesca. Nearly made it 1-0. Back in the near side corner, Forrester picks it up for the Rangers. And Maya Forrester will race into the neutral zone. Forrester moving in. Lily Moon trying to defend as Forrester gets back behind the nets. Pass goes all the way across through the blue paint. A bouncing puck is still loose, and it goes just wide of Van Der Esch. 1:40 left to go here in the first period. The pass, rink-wide pass. Out of the zone for the Flyers. They do a really good job of exiting the zone. They get some open space. They're not going to turn the puck over very often in their own end. Here's Ryland Pesca, throws it back in. The Flyers will make a change on the fly, no pun intended. With 1:20 left to go here in the first period. I'm glad you laughed at that, Jeff. That's turned over. That one's up high, maybe off the mask of Baker. Goes into the netting, and it's out of play. Zoe Gora had the shot, and might have glanced off the mask. It did, because Baker's got to fix her mask. And we get a whistle with the 1:13 to go here in the first period. And trying to see if we can't see that on our delay over here. Right before that face-off. I think it did go off the mask of Baker. So here's a face-off that's controlled by the Flyers. Out to the blue line. Hefty moves it to her right, starting to go back to her left. Will swing it back in the zone before it went out of the zone. A pass over Reagan Pesca. Couldn't get the shot away. And now a couple of players go flying into the boards. And it looked like it was just almost incidental contact and two players getting tangled up. 44 seconds left to go. There's a fan-on attempt. That one from Kenzie Grindler, but then turned over. Barber will pick it up with 34 seconds left to go in the period. Pass goes over for Vugdeveen. Onside play, but it's turned over, and now Zoe Gora again. And Gora starts to move it in. Gora with the shot off the blue line and off of Grindler. Picked up by Garrett with 20 seconds. Up is Barber. Out to the blue line. Good play there by Barber. Passes across for Vugdeveen, but couldn't get it over to her. And now moving in will be Richter. Richter waits, back for Barber. Slaps the shot on with 5 seconds to go, and Van Der Esch made the save. Down to 2 seconds and 1, and that will put an end to the first period. 0-0 after the end of the first period. The second straight day, the second straight game that the Sioux Falls Flyers will go in to the locker room tied 0-0. But the biggest thing is it doesn't matter how many goals you score as long as you score more than the other team. That's how it kind of was yesterday. It didn't matter what the score was. They just know they got the win. That's all that matters at this point is getting a win and advancing. And the Brookings Rangers got to feel like they won that first period.
They played very well. Both teams did actually, and of course it turns out to be probably the best game of the day so far.
We still got 2 periods to go, and we might have ourselves a really good finish to this one. But like I said, still got 2 periods to go. Still got some ways to go. We'll step aside, and we'll come back, and we'll have our first intermission report brought to you by the University of Jamestown. You're listening to the Girls Varsity State Hockey Tournament, Sioux Falls and the Brookings Rangers, here on at Capital City Rock, KSTR, KKQQ, and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Hawaii Federal Credit Union's recreational loan special is in full swing with rates as low as 2.25% APR and terms as long as 15 years. Now is your chance to get into that new or used boat, jet ski, camper, motorcycle, UTV, or ATV you've been dreaming about. Apply online or stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre and let the girls at Hawaii Federal Credit Union make that dream a reality.
Hawaii Federal Credit Union.
This is Ashton Grease, captain of the Wahi Capitals boys varsity hockey team. Spring is right around the corner. It's time to start thinking about getting your roof repaired. My dad at Weatherall Roofing is the guy to call. Weatherall Roofing offers commercial roofing options, including metal roof restorations and EPDM rubber roof restorations. When hockey season is over, you'll find me on a roof somewhere. Check out our website at www.weatherallroof.com or call Chad at 224-7982. Go Caps!
Changing the game, Aberdeen.
Get in on the game. Get to Aberdeen to shop, dine, and relax. Spend the day checking items off your list from hundreds of local businesses where there's something for everyone. Please your palate with dozens of culinary options, and let our service providers pamper you or help you take care of business. Check out the museum, art galleries, art classes, public library, and much more. We know you have choices. Thanks for spending time in Aberdeen. We always look forward to seeing you.
Changing the game, Aberdeen.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in, like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right, Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
Please contact one of your South Dakota Kubota dealers today. The Ram Coda in Aberdeen has everything for business travel needs. We have meeting and banquet spaces to host your event with a restaurant and lounge on site. For the leisure times or the fun business meetings, the Ram Coda is located next to 2 golf courses. The Ram Coda has a full hot continental breakfast, so you don't have to leave the comfort of the building. And don't forget to use your Best Western rewards at our pet-friendly establishment. The Ram Coda in Aberdeen, 1400 8th Avenue Northwest. Call 605-229-4040 to make your reservation today. As we welcome you back here and into our first intermission reports is brought to you by the University of Jamestown, where your success is our tradition. And it is a tradition now for the Sioux Falls Flyers here to finish out the night being tied 0-0 after the first period. We saw it last night. We were seeing it tonight. And the Flyers are saying, well, hopefully it's the same result as it was last night.
So as we look at the Flyers, the last 2 games they played, the last first periods that they played, are they playing well? And the other team is just playing that well, or maybe is the Flyers not in sync yet?
Well, that's depending on who you'd ask.
That's right.
If you ask Brookings, they'd say they're playing extremely well, which they are.
Taking them out of their game.
Yeah, taking them out of their game. If you're if you were Sioux Falls, you'd probably say we aren't playing very well.
Right.
So I think they both have matched up very well. First period.
Yeah, it's a good matchup, you know.
Considering the last time they played, it was a 9-0 Sioux Falls win. I think Brookings has done extremely well.
Yeah, I think Brookings is playing really well. They have to figure out how to get around Van Der Esch, and that's not easy. Not many people have done that.
Yeah, with a 0.83 goals against average, you're right.
I mean, in 6 games, she's only allowed 5 goals, so on 107 shots. So that just tells you how, a .953 save percentage. I mean, you don't beat her very often. Now, I will say, though, that with 3 shutouts and 6 wins, you've given up 5 goals. She has given up at least 2 in a couple of those games. So that means, because you don't feel like Sioux Falls will be shut out, you feel like you got to score 2 to try and beat them. And at least that feels somewhat possible, because Van Der Esch has allowed that to happen in some of their games.
Yeah, I really think Brookings is going to need 4 or 5 goals to be there at the end. I really think they are. Sioux Falls, they're going to find the net here eventually.
And the biggest thing, too, again, is the longer this stays 0-0, the more confidence that Brookings gets. We saw Rushmore have that, and that also means that's going to be tough for Aberdeen, because you either got to play Sioux Falls after they lost in the 3rd place game, or you got to play Brookings that they just lost to Sioux Falls, and they're going to be playing their best game going into the 3rd place game. So that is tough going to be for Aberdeen, and it's already going to be tough for Mitchell because it's a state championship. It's got to be tough.
Yeah.
But the longer this game stays 0-0, the more Brookings feels like they can do it, and also they feel more confident as the game goes on.
Well, they've played with a lot of confidence the second half of this year, and they've improved immensely from what they were earlier in the year. So,
this is a different team than we saw in December.
Oh, yes.
Like most teams are, but I think as far as improvement, they've improved more than anybody.
Yeah, I really think you're right.
So it is a 0-0 tie here at the end of the first period, and it is the Sioux Falls Flyers and the Brookings Rangers. We will step aside and we'll come back with more of our first intermission reports as you're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, CapitalCityRock.com, KSDR in Watertown, and KKQQ in Brookings, and also watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
This moment of relief, brought to you by your local State Farm agent, who also brings relief with insurance for what you value most.
Call Becky Potsaba at 605-224-4173 or Carrie Bauman at 605-224-1096. Winter's on its way out, and the hot summer months are almost here. Don't swelter in the heat again this year. Call Jason at Sunmasters in Pierre and get set to get those windows tinted to stay nice and cool this summer. Sunmasters can also repair that pesky chip in the glass, whether it be from a hockey puck or the usual rock. Jason and the crew will get you back on the road feeling comfortable in no time. Located at 1020 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre, give them a call at 605-224-6102. Sunmasters in Pierre. The Fieldhouse in Pierre is the perfect place to sit back and watch the state hockey tournament with friends and family. The Fieldhouse with a full bar gives you that feeling like you're at the game without having to leave town, with a selection of your favorite concession-type food, and who doesn't love some pizza? There's free popcorn, peanuts, and Gardettos to complement any of your snack cravings while enjoying the games on one of the many big screen TVs. The Fieldhouse, 2013 Eastgate Avenue in Pierre. Your place for the game this weekend. Go Caps!
How you move matters. Avera Orthopedics helps you move freely and live life to the fullest with innovative treatment options customized to your bone, muscle, and joint needs. Whether you suffer from aches, breaks, tears, or dislocations, turn to the orthopedic team experienced in treating every body. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
As we welcome you back into continue our first intermission reports, brought to you by the University of Jamestown. John Winkler alongside Jeff Anderson and Jim Lloyd. Going into the second period, I get to ask the questions again. You guys get to have to answer it. Jeff, I'm going to start with you. I'm going to start with the Sioux Falls Flyers. What do the Sioux Falls Flyers need to do to get a lead and have a lead at the end of the second period?
I have no idea.
No, that's not a reasonable answer. You have to have some idea.
I wouldn't change a thing because they've gone 18-0 or 19-0 all year. I wouldn't change a thing. I don't think they're going to. I think they're a patient team. I think they'll wait for the right opportunity, and I think they'll put the puck in the net when that opportunity comes. Now, maybe they'll panic when they get to the third, but I think at this point, I don't think they would change a thing.
So then we now look at the Brookings Rangers, Jim, and tell me, what do the Rangers need to do to have the lead after the end of the second period?
I have no idea.
Come on, guys. You can't keep doing this to me. You can't do this to me.
No, I think what the Brookings Rangers need to do is just keep applying pressure. That's what they did well in the first period. They pressured the puck all over the ice. Stay on each player like they have, and keep pressure everywhere they go.
Well, it's 0-0 at the end of the first period. We are getting set for the start of the second period. It is the Sioux Falls Flyers and the Brookings Rangers. And we are heading to the second period after this. You're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock. CapitalCityRock.com, KSDR, KKQQ, as well as watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Changing the game, Aberdeen.
Get in on the game. Get to Aberdeen to shop, dine, and relax. Spend the day checking items off your list from hundreds of local businesses where there's something for everyone. Please your palate with dozens of culinary options and let our service providers pamper you or help you take care of business. Check out the museum, art galleries, art classes, public library, and much more. We know you have choices. Thanks for spending time in Aberdeen. We always look forward to seeing you.
Changing the game, Aberdeen.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
This is Ashton Grease, captain of the Waukee Capitals boys varsity hockey team. Spring is right around the corner. It's time to start thinking about getting your roof repaired. My dad at Weatherall Roofing is the guy to call. Weatherall Roofing offers commercial roofing options, including metal roof restorations and EPDM rubber roof restorations. When hockey season is over, you'll find me on a roof somewhere. Check out our website at www.weatherallroof.com or call Chad at 224-7982. Go Caps!
Owyhee Federal Credit Union's recreational loan special is in full swing with rates as low as 2.25% APR and terms as long as 15 years. Now is your chance to get into that new or used boat, jet ski, camper, motorcycle, UTV, or ATV you've been dreaming about. Apply online or stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre and let the girls at Owyhee Federal Credit Union make that dream a reality.
Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
The Ramcota in Aberdeen has everything for business travel needs. We have meeting and banquet spaces to host your event with a restaurant and lounge on site. For the leisure times or the fun business meetings, the Ramcota is located next to 2 golf courses. The Ramcota has a full hot continental breakfast so you don't have to leave the comfort of the building. And don't forget to use your Best Western rewards at our pet-friendly establishment. The Ramcota in Aberdeen, 1400 8th Avenue Northwest. Call 605-229-4040 to make your reservation today. As we welcome you back here and into the second period, it is a 0-0 game between the Sioux Falls Flyers and the Brookings Rangers. John Wickler alongside Jeff Anderson and Jim Lloyd, who will have their mics turned up momentarily. Only for a moment.
John, you're still in control of the volume.
Yeah, he still is.
That's right.
Earlier tonight, Mitchell beat Aberdeen 8-2, so the winner of this meets Mitchell tomorrow night, or tomorrow afternoon, actually, for the state championship. The loser plays Aberdeen tomorrow at 11:30 for the third place game. Consolation championship tomorrow at 9 has Rushmore taking on Owyhee. Owyhee beating Sioux Center 5-3 earlier today. Rushmore's beating Watertown 4-1. Next week, of course, it's the boys tournament from the Shields Iceplex in Sioux Falls, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We look forward to that. Sioux Center and takes on Sioux Falls 1, the opening game Friday morning at 9:05, followed by Sioux Falls 2 and Brookings at 11:35. 2:05 Aberdeen and Owyhee. At 4:35 first round, Watertown takes on the number 1 seed Rushmore.
We are set for the second period. Got a sign over there from the Brookings Rangers. Got number 22 in the programs, number 1 in our hearts. Talking about Savannah Barber. It's fun to see all the signs. We've had signs across the front of the glass over here throughout the different games. We've had some. State tournament brings out the best in the fans. Usually we don't want it to bring out the worst of the fans. Sometimes it does, unfortunately, but it can bring out the best of the fans. And here is Taryn Richter trying to bring out the best in her to see if she gets an early period goal. Pass comes in front, but it's broken up by the Flyers. Sioux Falls is saying, no, don't bring out the best in her quite yet. As it will be Zoe Gora in. There's a shot and an easy save for Aletha Baker. So the first shot of that second period belongs to the Flyers, and then a pass that came through the blue paint as it goes out the other way. And out of the zone it goes. Here is now Taryn Richter. Barber, Richter. Richter picks it back up. Vugdeveen. Richter with a shot. Save is made. It's up high. It bounces in front of the net and cleared away by the Flyers. into the near side corner. Still picked up, though, by the Rangers as they hold the zone. Grindler will try and hold it in, but it'll eventually go into the bench and out of play. And we get a whistle, and it will be a face-off inside. Or will it be inside?
They're discussing it right now. Yep.
It will be inside the zone. Yep. A face-off to the right of Riley Vander Esch. And Vander Esch has made all 9 saves so far here in this hockey game with 16:14 to go in the second period. Face-off is controlled by the Flyers. Alyssa Lingen plays off the boards, trying to play it to herself, but it will be instead picked up by Rasmussen for a moment, but she was cut off on the boards, cancel away. Gabby Schroeder, a backhand pass that could be a little dangerous, but Lily Moon was able to make the reception in the middle of the ice in front of the net. Now Moon from the near side, working into the corner. Out to the blue line. It is held in by the Flyers, Ryland Peska. And Peska moves. That shot off to the side, and it goes behind the cage and back out. Schroeder will pick it back up at the blue line. Her pass off the boards, misses everybody, goes off the side of the net again, where it will be picked up now by Adriana Clark. Clark trying to stuff it in front, but hugging the post was Baker, and that will be cleared away by the Rangers. Back is Peska. Hard off the boards across, all the way down, touched by Baker before it went for an icing. And it comes back to the far side blue line where Lily Moon will pick it back up. But Moon couldn't get a shot away. It's played back here to the near side in the neutral zone. Peska goes cross ice and off of the stick, and Vugdeveen picks it up. Kieran Vugdeveen moving in. Vugdeveen with a shot up high, and Vander Esch was able to shrug it away. And off the back of the glass, and it stays in play and all the way down from the Flyers. No icing, though, from Sioux Falls as it comes to the near side with 14:40 to go in the second period. There's a penalty coming up. Is it going to be against the Rangers? It will be. So we have our first Sioux Falls Pelican Power Sports power play. And it will be number 21 in Kenzie Grindler that will go to the penalty box with a trip. So Grindler in the box for 2 or less with 14:34 to go here in the second period. And our first Pelican Power Sports power play for the Sioux Falls Flyers. And Sioux Falls went 1 for 1 in the power play yesterday. Only one penalty against Rushmore, but Sioux Falls made them pay. The second highest team in power play percentage in the league is Sioux Falls. Mitchell is number 1. They're in the state championship tomorrow. There's a pass from the goal line from the far side. Pass goes back out to the blue line, and it goes off of Barrett Hefty's stick and out of the zone as it comes back into the neutral zone. Vugdeveen's thinking of attack shorthanded. Barber will clear the puck back to Moon. So Moon will pass it off the boards. And now from Lingen, across it goes and in for Schroeder. And Gabby Schroeder. She'll try and circle around, but instead it'll be cleared away by Vugdeveen. All the way down the ice. Lily Moon plays it back around as it's picked up by Hefty. And Barrett Hefty up for Alyssa Lingen. And Lingen starts to move it into the offensive end. Good stick there by the Rangers, but Schroeder helps and supports. But before it was finally cleared away by the Rangers another time, Moon back in her own end with 55 seconds left to go on the power play. Nearly turned over. Look at Rasmussen looking to race after it. Moon, the stick is hooked inside of Moon's left arm or right arm. And then Moon overskated the puck and just died there on the ice. Rasmussen picks it up. A shot and a save by Vander Esch. And we get a whistle with 13:13 to go here in the second period. 40 seconds left here in the power play for Sioux Falls.
Moon might have been trying to do a little bit too much that time with the puck, but nobody came back to help her out.
And you could see as she was skating off the ice, she was taking some real deep breaths. She was pretty tired. Turnaround shot, the right pad save. Kicked the right foot out there, did Vander Esch to make that save. And that's something, I mentioned early in the first period that we didn't really get a chance to talk about, but Vander Esch does such a good job of disrupting any kind of rebound. So we can't talk about it right now because Gora moves in, and the save made by Baker, and we get a whistle. That puck was still loose, but we got a whistle with 12:50 left to go. But Vander Esch has made every save so far, and outside of even the ones that she's able to catch and no rebound, every rebound has gone to the boards.
Yeah.
She does a very good job of controlling that.
And good goalies do that. Control your rebounds.
A face-off will be to the right of Baker.
So far, Baker's matched her.
And there hasn't been very many juicy rebounds from Baker either.
No.
That comes out of the zone. Down it goes for Ryland Pesca. Pesca plays it back up. 3 seconds to go in the power play, so Rangers have killed it off. But moving in was Reagan Pesca. Nearly got a shot away. Pass goes back out to the blue line. It will come out of the zone. Ryland Pesca put it back in, but delayed offside, so the Sioux Falls had to tag back up. There's a big check on Emma Ramsey, but it was a hit from Savannah Barber, who just had to do it to protect herself. So there is no penalty for a check. Ryland Pesca moving in. And Pesca will push it into the zone and race after it. Past the slot, misses everybody, and Sioux Falls in the middle of a line change. So they have to go all the way back in their own zone to pick it back up. And picking it up was Reagan Hayes. And Hayes gets the puck back, and now over for Ewalt. Emily Ewalt. Backhand dumps it in. High off of a stick, but was still in play, or still lower than the shoulder, so was not played by a high stick. That was from Forrester. Back behind the net another time for the Flyers looking to attack with 11:35 to go here in the second period. Pass goes over and out of the zone. Hefty will pick it up. And then her pass misses for Hayes. And it's back again here for number 21. That is Kenzie Grindler, who got that Meyer penalty. Came out of the penalty box as the Rangers were able to kill it away. This will come. There's a big hit over. Reagan Hayes throws down one of the, that was Jada Garrett's that she threw down.
That was a collision.
That was a collision.
Yeah.
I can't say it was a check because it wasn't, because it would be a penalty if it was a check. So it's just a collision. As 10:55 left to go here in the second period. Moon passes across to a defensive partner, Barrett Hefty. And then off the stick, but it goes down for an icing. On the wrong side was Faith Van Voorst. And we get a whistle with 10:49 to go here in the second period.
We have a Taryn Richter in this game that wears number 20 for Brookings. We have a Talon Richter we'll talk about next week for Brookings, who also wears number 20.
So the Richters, they got to like the number 20.
Apparently so.
I can't blame them. I like the number 20 as well. As it is going to be Gabby Schroeder that'll pick it up. Just ask my Twitter account. Here's Gabby Schroeder from her own blue line. Pass goes across ice. Alyssa Lingen. I like when you laugh at my jokes, Jeff. Moving in is going to be Barrett Hefty. She scores! Hefty makes it 1-0 with 10:27 to go in the second period. Barrett Hefty gets her first of the state tournament. And Barrett Hefty's 12th of the season. And there's the lead for Sioux Falls.
So, Sioux Falls strikes first. And in a game like this, that first goal is huge. Now you start talking about momentum.
So Hefty, that's actually her second goal of the state tournament. Make it 1-0 here for the Sioux Falls Flyers over the Brookings Rangers. The face-off is going to be won by the Rangers. Pass goes up, and Savannah Barber. Barber couldn't get the shot away. An unassisted goal for Hefty. Richter trying to push it in front. And it'll be played out by Moon, and she's going to break away in the neutral zone. She can go 3-on-2 in, but was sticked away. Good stick there from Grindler. And then Sioux Falls nearly came in on offside as the pass will go across now. Barber back in the neutral zone. Good pass here for Richter on the near side. She's in on her off wing. And a pass over the blue line. Moving in was Garrett's with a shot, got all the way through. And no rebound, is saved by Van Der Esch, and a whistle with 9:50 left to go in the second period.
You get one chance with Van Der Esch. If it doesn't go in, you're kind of sunk.
You better hope it goes off a post, because if she gets a piece of it at all, that's all you're going to get.
And that's a great compliment to her.
Face off to the left of Van Der Esch. And it is won by the Flyers. Hefty, who just scored that goal to give them a 1-0 lead. Pass up, tipped along, and out of the zone. That was a good play there from Faith Van Voorst. At the Sioux Falls blue line in the neutral zone. Reagan Hayes knocked down by Rasmussen. Picked back up, though, here by Hefty. Hefty moves in again. That shot goes up high, goes in the netting and out of play, and we get a whistle with 9:23 to go here in the second period. We are Well, go ahead.
We talked about Sioux Falls and how patient they are, and they just figure that in time it'll come and they don't have to panic, and they didn't, even though they were scoreless after one.
Yep, they just stay the course. That's what they've been doing all year.
Yep.
Because this is where now, down 1-0 or up 1-0 for Sioux Falls, you feel like Brookings is going to be maybe not panicking, but not feeling like they're in a good spot anymore.
And they really don't have to panic at this point. There's lots of action to be played yet, lot of time.
Moving into the offensive end, picked back up by Hefty. Well, it looks like I think Hefty's got some newfound energy after scoring that goal, because I don't think she's left the ice since then. She ices the puck here.
I was thinking the same thing.
8:54. There she goes off the ice.
She goes off.
But
Coach, do I have to?
She had a fantastic shift.
Yeah.
Scored a goal and was a big part of everything that's going on.
8:54 left to go here in the second period. 18-12 in shots in favor of Sioux Falls in a 1-0 lead. Hefty an unassisted goal. Face-off is tied up. Trying to get a shot away was Barber. Around it goes to the far side. Flipped out of the zone as it's a race after it. Reagan Pesca after it. It was touched along by Brookings, but picked up by Ramsey. And Emma Ramsey, a shot that goes wide to the near side. And it'll come into the near side corner. 8:33 left to go here in the second period. There's a pass that goes through the blue paint. Touching it along, and out of the zone was Vugdeveen. Taryn Richter races after it, but Ryland Pesca plays it off the glass, and Lily Moon, and now we get a whistle. And we have too many on the ice by Sioux Falls. So a penalty against the Flyers. They had 6 girls on the ice. Gora will go serve the penalty. And it's the third, make it fourth, Pelican Power Sports power play now for the Brookings Rangers. With 8:17 left to go in the second period. And the Rangers have their opportunity again. They're 0 for 3 so far. Looking for that first power play goal. And it will be taken away by Lily Moon. She's got a shorthanded chance on a breakaway. Moon is in on the forehand. Tries to get around. Made one too many moves and lost the puck. Never got a shot away. So now it's back the other way for the Rangers. They're going to try and go with odd man rush. Into the zone is Grindler. Plays it back for Barber. And Savannah Barber moves in. A shot and save. Made the rebound. They score! There's your rebound, and there's your goal. Kenzie Grindler ties the game 1-1 with 7:52 to go in the second period.
We talked about rebounds, and that's how you're going to score them. Very rarely going to take it all the way past Vadnaresh. She gave up a rebound, and that tied the game up at 1-1.
You got to take advantage of any rebound that you might get, and that's exactly what the Rangers did to tie it 1-1 here with 7:52 left to go here in the second period. And the Rangers are fired up as we are back to even here at midway point of this second period.
So that was a power play goal.
That is a Pelican Power Sports power play goal. There's another $15 donated from Pelican Power Sports to Feeding South Dakota, thanks to that power play goal by Kenzie Grindler. Here is Emma Ramsey. That will move in. She is knocked to the ice. A couple players fall to the ice. Over on the far side. Yeah, Savannah Barber gets the lone assist on that power play goal from Grindler. 7:10 left to go. There's a shot. Baker makes the save. And the Rangers trying to get it out of their own end. This becomes a very important next couple minutes here. There's a shot off the glove of Baker. As it's played again here by the Rangers and out of the zone. Dumped back in by Alexa Christie. Went off the referee. So Forrester will pick it back up. And now a pass for Richter back to Forrester. And now Ava Colley races after. And Colley gives way for Forrester, who will shortly dump it in. And it comes all the way back over for Jaden Keel. Keel goes across and over. That was for Peyton Triplett. 6:24 to go here in the second period. In the neutral zone is Speed Vugdeveen. Vugdeveen trying to get a forehand shot but couldn't get it away. Barber will pick it up. Barber on the back end. Good stick and out of the zone by number 48, Rylan Pesca. And again, it's played here at the neutral zone and back into the Brookings end. With 6 minutes to go here in the second period. 21-14 in shots in favor of Sioux Falls, but it is 1-1. A power play goal by Grindler has tied this game up at 1. Here is Grindler moving back in. Grindler with a shot. Save is made by Van Der Esch. The rebound goes back behind the cage. Stayed in play. And over here behind the net again, it's still Vugdeveen, a pass. Moving in, Barber winds up with a shot and a right pad save by Van Der Esch. Left a juicy rebound, but right there to take it was Van Voorst.
That was a rocket.
That was a rocket from Barber. And coming out of the zone, the Rangers will get it back out. Vugdeveen trying to pick up speed. Good stick lift there by Van Voorst. And the players will collide to the boards, but Lily Moon comes away with it for the Flyers. Here is Moon moving into the offensive or to the neutral zone, but lost the handle of it as it's Sawyer triplet that pushed it in the offensive zone for the Rangers. Good move there by Barrett Hefty. Put a stake down to try and turn directions and keep Sawyer triplet from picking the puck up. Ewalt for the Flyers, picked up by the Rangers, and it is Hesser in. It is Raya Hesser that moves in. Hesser with 1 goal, 1 assist. Things are starting to open up. You know when things are starting to open up when you're saying names that you haven't said in the first period.
Yeah.
You got to make sure that everybody stays fresh. Here the Flyers with a shot. They score! Gabby Schroeder's got another one. And a 2-1 lead for the Flyers with 4:33 to go in the second period. Gabby Schroeder, who yesterday had 2 goals. That's her third now in the tournament. And a 2-1 lead for Sioux Falls with 4:33 to go in the second period.
That's a good shot by Gabby Schroeder. Lifted that puck right up.
So it's now 2-1 in favor of the Flyers.
And how do you celebrate? Just stay on the ice.
Looking for another one real quick are the Flyers with 4:23 to go here in the second period. 2-1 is our score. Lily Moon walks in. That shot didn't get through. It was blocked down. Here is Pesca with a shot. That one's blocked again, and it comes out of the zone where Schroeder will pick it back up. Schroeder pass over for Moon. Tips it into the zone. Good redirect there by Moon to get into the zone. Forrester behind her own net. Plays it here to the near side. It's flipped out of the zone. Moving and knocking it away. Here it comes in. Is a shot and a save made. Right blocker save. Push it all the way to the side. There's another chance from Grindler that went just wide. Out to the blue line, held in by the Rangers. That was a good play there by Garretts. That was able to hold it in. Rasmussen picks it back up. Gives way for Barber. Barber trying to move in. She couldn't get the shot away. She goes down. She's a little slow to get up. Moon went down with her. They're both a little slow to get up, and now here's Schroeder moving back in. Gabby Schroeder in with a shot. That one went off the goalpost, I believe. Going short side again on Baker. And then almost turning it over in front of the blue paints with the Rangers. A dangerous play to move in front of the nets. Nearly turned it over. They end up losing the handle of the puck. And now here's Clark with a shot, and Baker makes the save, and there is no rebound. And we get a whistle with 3:04 to go here in the second period. Well.
This thing has picked up the pace a little bit, hasn't it? Getting a little more competitive all the time.
The Rangers nearly had a costly turnover that was almost poke-checked away and in the back of the net. You know, you don't like to skate the puck in front of your own crease very often.
And you don't want to score a goal or give up a goal on a mistake.
Here's a puck that was loose in front and was cleared away by the Rangers out of the zone. Christie will dump it in. Chasing after it are the Rangers. They'll get to it first. From behind their own net, a pass that was broken up and held in the zone by Hefty. She'll play it back around the far side. There's a puck that nobody knows where it's at.
It went straight up. Everybody was looking up.
And we somehow got a whistle that we didn't hear. Oh, there's a penalty coming up. It's a penalty against Brookings, a high sticking call.
High stick, okay.
So it will be another power play. Jaden Keel will go to the penalty box for a high stick. And 2:36 to go here in the second period. It is the second Pelican Power Sports power play for the Sioux Falls Flyers. They are 1 for 2 in the tournament, 0 for 1 today. Adriana Clark will take the face-off against Kieran Vugdeveen. And the face-off will be controlled. Here is Hefty. Hefty fakes the shot. Pass goes over for Schroeder. Schroeder a pass. Goes back across the ice.
Brookings can't let him score here.
Lily Moon back out to the point for Hefty. Hefty moves it back over to Moon on the near side. With 1:40 to go on the power play. Moon moves in. The shot save is made by Baker. Pass goes back across. Was off the stick. And Moon again. Still with it. Top of the face-off circle. Plays it back into the corner on the near side. As it's still played by the Flyers. Now back to Moon. Walks in again. That chance is blocked up. And it goes into the netting. Out of play. And a whistle with 1:55 left to go here in the second period.
Alyssa Lingen doing a good job to try to screen the goalie. She was just making circles right in front of the goalie over there.
So still with 1:20 left to go on the power play. 1:55 left to go here in the second period. Face-off is controlled by the Flyers. Moon with a shot. It got blocked down. It didn't get through. But a clearing attempt was knocked away. A good stick there from Alyssa Lingen. Out to the blue line. Diving for it was Schroeder, but she gave up after she knew she wasn't going to keep it in the zone. It allowed Sioux Falls to play it without being offside back in the neutral zone. Schroeder got down to a knee trying to pass the puck across, but it was fanned on. And the pass now over for Moon. And a good move by Moon to get in the zone. Moon still with it on the forehand. A shot in a right pad save by Baker. That was a good look there. A good bullet from Moon. And now back again. A wrister on. That missed wide. Backhander to the front of the net. Swiped away by Baker. But ended up being in front of the net before it was finally cleared by the Rangers with 30 seconds left to go on the power play. With 1:04 left here in the second period. Hefty will turn from her own end. Her pass, that pass goes all the way across to the neutral zone. Vugdeveen will pick it up. That pass misses Barber. She's going to race after with 15 seconds to go on the power play. That one goes all the way out of the zone. Hefty picks it back up. And the pass in the neutral zone. The Flyers, their last call here in this power play. They're not going to get anything out of this one. Down to 5 seconds to go. Selling the puck down, turning it over, and nearly giving up another goal with the Rangers. That's the second time they did that. 1 second to go on the power play. And Vugdeveen nearly turned it over, and Baker had to be on. That's why you keep your head on a swivel, especially if you're a goalie, because that one nearly went in the back of the net on a turnover.
Good heads up by Baker.
So I said that the Flyers weren't going to get anything on the power play. They almost did, but with 36.8 left to go in the period, there's just 1 second left in the power play. Keel will come out of the penalty box as soon as that puck is dropped, and it's going to be won by the Flyers. The Flyers will give it over. Now here the Rangers. Keel comes off the ice to get that fifth girl on, and that's Hesser. Pass comes out to Hesser, and in the neutral zone, Hesser goes down. A little awkward going down. 20 seconds left to go here in the period. And it goes all the way down. Will it go enough for an icing? And it will with 14.8 to go here in the second period. You're listening to KCCR FM Blunt, KSDR Watertown, KKQQ Brookings, and you're watching this on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Just past 8 o'clock here on the Saturday night. Glad you're with us here. John Winkler alongside Jeff Anderson to my left, Jim Lloyd to my right. The face-off will be coming to the right of Riley Vander Esch. With 14.8 to go here in the second period, a 2-1 lead for the Flyers. All 3 goals of this game have come in the second period. Behind the cage with 8 seconds left to go. The Flyers looking to maybe just kill the time here. Christie, they're going to continue to wait. Peska's going to cover it up on the boards. Down to 1 second left, and we will head to the third period at a 2-1 score for the Sioux Falls Flyers, leading the Brookings Rangers. The winner will face Mitchell tomorrow in the state championship. The loser of the third place game. And this game is far from being decided with still 17 minutes left to go in this contest. 2-1 our score between the Rangers and the Flyers, with Sioux Falls leading. Still undefeated, looking to remain undefeated after tonight. Back with our second intermission report after this. You're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, KSDR, KKQQ, and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Renke Gray Wealth Management, a place where achieving success can only come from working together. We believe in deep, meaningful relationships that will last generations. Investments change, family situations change. At Renke Gray Wealth Management, we want to help you navigate these changes because our commitment to you won't change. Let's work together on creating your financial plan for your financial freedom. Call Renke Gray Wealth Management at 224-5959 or visit us at renkegray.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial. Member FIRNA SIPC. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors. A registered investment advisor. GWM and Renke Gray Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Owyhee Federal Credit Union's recreational loan special is in full swing with rates as low as 2.25% APR and terms as long as 15 years. Now is your chance to get into that new or used boat, jet ski, camper, motorcycle, UTV, or ATV you've been dreaming about. Apply online or stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre and let the girls at Owyhee Federal Credit Union make that dream a reality.
Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
This is Ashton Grease, captain of the Owyhee Capitals boys varsity hockey team. Spring is right around the corner. It's time to start thinking about getting your roof repaired. My dad at Weatherall Roofing is the guy to call. Weatherall Roofing offers commercial roofing options, including metal roof restorations and EPDM rubber roof restorations. When hockey season is over, you'll find me on a roof somewhere. Check out our website at www.weatherallroof.com or call Chad at 224-7982. Go Caps!
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
As we welcome you back here into our second intermission reports, Joey Clear alongside Jim Lloyd and Jeff Anderson, who is very disappointed right now that the guy driving the Zamboni did not wave at him on his
Makes
way.
me feel like a total fool.
Because everybody across the way saw you wave and not give someone didn't wave back at you.
Yeah.
But it is a 2-1 lead for the Sioux Falls Flyers over the Brookings Rangers. About to say Sioux Falls 1. That's not until next week that we talk about Sioux Falls 1 and Sioux Falls 2. But Sioux Falls leading 2-1 over Brookings. All three goals came in this second period. Barrett Hefty got the first one with 10:27 to go in the period to make it 1-0. Then on the power play, Kenzie Grindler. We talked about how good Riley Vander Esch is controlling rebounds. She gave up a rebound, and Brookings took advantage of it to tie it 1-1.
Barber the assist.
Yep, Barber got the shot that made that rebound happen. And then Gabby Schroeder got an unassisted goal with 4:33 left to go in the period to make it 2-1. And that's where we sit at the end of two periods. This is a very, very good hockey game. We have seen this is now going into our fourth game. And Mitchell and Aberdeen, while the score wasn't there, we saw a really, really good Mitchell team play in that third game. So all four games have been really good here today.
Yeah, they really have. And the next goal that we have coming up has got to be Brookings. Brookings has to get the next goal. If they fall behind 3-1, they're in serious trouble because against Vander Esch, she shouldn't give up that many goals. And it's hard enough to beat her, let alone get behind by 2 goals.
Yeah, and based on the statistics, you won't get any by her, right?
No, you're right.
She gave up 1 goal. That's what she gives up.
Now, it doesn't mean you give up if you give up another goal and you're behind 3-1. Right. But the odds then are stacked against you. They have to get the next goal if there's a next goal scored.
Yeah. It's going to take a lot. I mean, yeah, but
it's a tall task.
Yeah.
It really is. Every goal is going to come so hard against the Sioux Falls team.
Yeah.
And that's the difficulty of being down by even 1 to Sioux Falls because every time you're going, okay, you want to be short-sighted with it and say we just need to score 1 goal right now.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to look at it saying, well, if we want to win, we got to score 2 more. Well, that's going to be – it's almost impossible to do that. if you start thinking that way. But if all you do is stay behind one shot and you say, all we need is score just one goal.
Stay within striking distance,
Yeah.
and striking distance is one goal. You can't be – I don't think it's more than that.
Because that's once you get that first one and it's tied 2-2, then you're saying, okay, now we need to score one more goal to try and pick up a win. But Sioux Falls, on the other hand, is saying, we just need to score one more goal because we feel like we can win it. With Riley Vander Esch in the back of the net, we score one more goal, we're up by 2. We probably got to win. And that's a big tall task for either one of these teams to pick up a 2-goal lead or to tie the game up.
Well, and Aletha Baker, what a great job she's doing.
She's done a great job, yes.
Against a great shooting team.
Yeah.
They did not start the clock. Okay, they dropped it 5 minutes, so now they have the time running for us. Yeah, they had 15 minutes still left on the clock because that would have been a really long second intermission for us. But we'll continue our second intermission. We got to hear from our great sponsors who have been sponsoring us all tournament long. As it is, we're almost done with day 2. We got one more regulation period left of day number 2 before we get into our third day. And of course, our same sponsors will be with us next weekend too. But we want to hear from them as we have a 2-1 score at the end of 2 periods. Sioux Falls leading Brookings here in the state semifinal. The winner will go to the state championship to face the Mitchell Marlins. Back with more of our second intermission report after this. You're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, on a KSDR, on KKQQ, and on YouTube to watch at Capital City Rock Sports.
Winter's on its way out, and the hot summer months are almost here. Don't swelter in the heat again this year. Call Jason at Sunmasters in Pierre and get set to get those windows tinted to stay nice and cool this summer. Sunmasters can also repair that pesky chip in the glass, whether it be from a hockey puck or the usual rock. Jason and the crew will get you back on the road feeling comfortable in no time. Located at 1020 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre, give them a call at 605-224-6102. Sunmasters in Pierre.
This moment of relief, brought to you by your local State Farm agent, who also brings relief with insurance for what you value most.
Call Becky Pottsaba at 605-224-4173 or Carrie Bauman at 605-224-1096.
How you move matters. Avera Orthopedics helps you move freely and live life to the fullest with innovative treatment options customized to your bone, muscle, and joint needs. Whether you suffer from aches, breaks, tears, or dislocations, turn to the orthopedic team experienced in treating every body. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in, like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right, Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
Please contact one of your South Dakota Kubota dealers today.
Changing the game, Aberdeen.
Get in on the game. Get to Aberdeen to shop, dine, and relax. Spend the day checking items off your list from hundreds of local businesses where there's something for everyone. Please your palate with dozens of culinary options, and let our service providers pamper you or help you take care of business. Check out the museum, art galleries, art classes, public library, and much more. We know you have choices. Thanks for spending time in Aberdeen. We always look forward to seeing you.
Changing the game, Aberdeen.
Back here as we welcome you here to the second, continue our second intermission as the Sioux Falls Flyers lead the Brookings Rangers 2-1 here at the end of 2 periods. John Winkler alongside Jeff Anderson, Jim Lloyd, and guys, all right, this is a final opportunity here as we go into the third period. And don't tell me you have no idea. So, Jeff,
this has been a great game.
What does Sioux Falls need to do to finish with the win?
Get a win.
Yeah, turn your mic down here.
Well,
you're not talking anymore.
That's a good idea. I don't know. I think they've played extremely well. They're such a patient team, and they just wait for the opportunity to come along. I just don't think they change anything.
Well, Brookings, what do they need to do? Because they need to do something to at least tie this game up, if not to win it here in regulation.
Well, they're playing with Sioux Falls right now, the undefeated team. And I think you just have to keep doing what you're doing. You're going to have to get it past a very good goalie in Van Der Esch. Keep doing what you're doing. You're playing with them at this point. You don't want to change anything.
And you know, in girls, in this tournament, we've had very few odd man rushes like you do in boys.
Yeah.
You get an odd man rush?
You don't get many odd man rushes in girls hockey, it seems like you do in the boys. So you can't use that as an advantage.
Yeah.
You can't. Yeah.
But if you do get an opportunity for an odd man rush, you got to take advantage of it.
You really do.
You saw Mitchell do that, the 2-on-0. They didn't just take a shot. They passed the puck around and got an easy goal.
Yeah.
And that's one way you get a chance to score against Van Der Esch. You have to get her moving, get her left to right, and that's the only way you're gonna score on her. I think you can't square up with her because she's gonna win those.
So it's a 2-1 lead for the Sioux Falls Flyers here at the end of 2 periods over the Brookings Rangers. We will step aside and have the 3rd period for you next. You're listening to the state tournament on a Capital City Rock, on a KSDR, on a KKQQ, and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
The Fieldhouse in Pier is the perfect place to sit back and watch the state hockey tournament with friends and family. The Fieldhouse with a full bar gives you that feeling like you're at the game without having to leave town, with a selection of your favorite concession-type food, and who doesn't love some pizza? There's free popcorn, peanuts, and Gardettos to complement any of your snack cravings while enjoying the games on one of the many big-screen TVs. The Fieldhouse, 2013 East Gate Avenue in Pier. Your place for the game this weekend. Go Caps!
This is Ashton Grease, captain of the Waukee Capitals boys varsity hockey team. Spring is right around the corner. It's time to start thinking about getting your roof repaired. My dad at Weatherall Roofing is the guy to call. Weatherall Roofing offers commercial roofing options, including metal roof restorations and EPDM rubber roof restorations. When hockey season is over, you'll find me on a roof somewhere. Check out our website at www.weatherallroof.com or call Chad at 224-7982. Go Caps!
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art 3-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pier.
Winter's on its way out, and the hot summer months are almost here. Don't swelter in the heat again this year. Call Jason at Sunmasters in Pier and get set to get those windows tinted to stay nice and cool this summer. Sunmasters can also repair that pesky chip in the glass, whether it be from a hockey puck or the usual rock. Jason and the crew will get you back on the road feeling comfortable in no time. Located at 1020 East Sioux Avenue in Pier, give them a call at 605-224-6102. Sunmasters in Pier.
The Ramcota in Aberdeen has everything for business travel needs. We have meeting and banquet spaces to host your event with a restaurant and lounge on site. For the leisure times or the fun business meetings, the Ramcota is located next to 2 golf courses. The Ramcota has a full hot continental breakfast, so you don't have to leave the comfort of the building. And don't forget to use your Best Western rewards at our pet-friendly establishment. The Ramcota in Aberdeen, 1400 8th Avenue Northwest. Call 605-229-4040 to make your reservation today. As we are back here for the start of the 3rd period, and the Sioux Falls Flyers lead the Brookings Rangers 2-1. John Wickley alongside Jeff Anderson, Jim Lloyd. 17 minutes are on the clock. We are ready to go for the 3rd and final regulation period of day number 2 of the state tournament. Savannah Barber and Emma Ramsey on the faceoff. It's won by Barber, and we are underway. Final 17 minutes of regulation. Savannah Barber moves in, a high shot right away. A rebound chance, might have gone off the goalpost. We were that close to having a 2-2 game 10 seconds in the 2nd period. There's a turnaround shot that misses. That was just blocked up by the Flyers and back the other way, but turned over. Barber nearly had a chance for a breakaway, but she couldn't get to the puck in time. She reached out her stick and just missed it. Back here to the near side, and it's going to be flipped up and out of the zone by the Flyers. Taryn Richter lost the puck. Zoe Gore moving in, one-on-one. Gore with a shot, misses wide, looking glove side on Baker. Hefty keeps it in the zone as it's played around here to the far side. Richter Pass goes across, picked up by Garretts. She'll clear the zone. Down, they will wave off icing, saying that Hefty could have played it. First minute is going to be gone by here in the third period. 2-1 our score. Flyers lead it over the Rangers, looking to advance to the state championship. Gabby Schroeder got to the puck first. Her backhand pass was broken up off the skate, and now it'll be picked up again by the Rangers, but not out of the zone. Moon will flip it back into the corner where Schroeder is there. Schroeder a pass, trying to get to the slot for Lingen, but it was broken up. Now Schroeder another time. Pass goes back down into the corner, and behind the net is taken. Clark a pass looking for Schroeder off of her stick. And then Clark again trying to feed one to the net, was broken up. Back to the blue line. Moon held the zone for a moment. A small little hook from Moon, and it actually got called. I didn't think it was going to get called, but the referee was in the right spot and saying that's enough for a penalty. And Lily Moon, I believe, is going to go to the penalty box for a hook. Or did they get somebody else? They got Alyssa Lingen for a hook.
See, we didn't see that one.
So there was two different ones, and somehow, at least what I thought was, yeah, that was Lily Moon.
Yeah, we saw the one with Lily Moon, and we both missed this one because I didn't think Lily Moon's was a hook.
So Lingen got a hook with 15-19 left to go in the third period. The Rangers are 1 for 4 in the power play, the Pelican Power Sports power play, looking to tie it up here. That's how they tied up the first time. Their only goal is on the power play from their own blue line. It'll be picked up by Grindler, who's got that one goal for the Rangers. A backhand pass looking for Barber. A couple of players fall down. Lands on the skates of Richter and played back behind the net by the Flyers. They're going to try and escape the zone out to the far side, but it's held in by Forrester. Now it's picked up here by Richter. Vugdeveen over for Richter again. Richter will go behind the net on the backhand. Turns to the forehand. Looks for a pass. Goes across. Vugdeveen will pick it up. The face-off dot, a shot and a save made by Van Der Esch. And we get a whistle with 14:38 to go here in the third period. And Emma Ramsey, a little bit of a push on Richter.
She was doing a good job on Barber down below. Barber's about a head and a half taller than her.
I would say Ramsey might be one of the shortest players we have on the ice, but I think, as Darren Pegg would say, she's a little girl with gumption. He likes to say a little guy with gumption, a little girl with gumption. There's a shot, and Van Der Esch made the save and was able to cover the rebound. That one took her by surprise.
Yeah.
And a whistle with 14:31 left to go.
She always knows where the rebound is, doesn't she? I don't know how she knew that puck was there, but she knew it, and she covered it in a hurry.
So face off to the right of Van Der Esch. And it's won by the Rangers with 1:05 left to go here in the power play. Cleared all the way down, and it will be played behind the net. Savannah Barber, Lily Moon. Barber gets to it first. Able to keep the puck away from Moon. Now she'll turn a circle back in her own end. 50 seconds left to go. Pass goes across. That one's intercepted. Picked up by Moon, looking to attack shorthanded. Moon is in with a shot and a right pad save off the blocker as well from Baker. On a good look there from Moon. Here in the corner, back to Moon, trying to reach after it, but could not get to it. Barber goes across over for Richter, and now it's picked up by Grindler, but lost the handle of it, and it goes right back out of the zone with 20 seconds left to go in the power play. Forrester on the backhand, didn't get all of it. Moon kept it farther in. Last call on the power play, if there's any kind of a call on the power play. Barber up ahead, misses a pass, and that will end the power play as Hefty will go back in her own end with 3 seconds to go. And it will be back to 5-on-5. Coming right out of the penalty box was Lingen. Pass goes over to Lingen, and now 2-on-2 into the zone. Lingen and Moon. Lingen tried to leave it back for Moon, but it was taken away by Richter. And then now Moon took something around the shin area, and she was really slow moving back into the neutral zone. Ryland Pesca will pick it up. A long pass, stretch pass up off the stick of the Flyers, but not out of the zone. Ramsey came flying in and lost it off of Reagan Pesca, who was trying to keep it in the zone as well. Alexa Christie back over the Brookings blue line. Garretts had it off of her stick, and now it's picked back up again by the Rangers. They have a delayed offside, the referee right here, and we are right on that vision on that line. That's a pretty good call by the by the linesman.
It was.
It's 12:30 left to go here in the third period. We got to give them a little bit of credit because I was giving them a hard time yesterday.
Earlier today, too.
I give them a hard time all the time.
But it was all in fun.
That's right. It was all in fun.
And they can't hear you.
That's right. If they go back and watch it, they may not like me after that. Here moving in is Schroeder with a shot off the side of the net. Some coaches will probably like that, giving the referees a hard time.
Well, I think you can poke a little fun, and that's all it was.
That's right. All it was. Just poking a little bit of fun. 12:10 left to go here in the third period. From the blue line, a shot was knocked down, and another chance from Clark went just wide on the back end. Didn't have enough speed on it anyway. Bouncing puck, Lingen trying to get a shot away, but it went wide to the glove side of Baker. Baker has made 25 saves on 27 chances. Van Der Esch has made 18 saves on 19 shots. And now here is an opportunity for Peterson moving in. Peterson couldn't get to the puck, couldn't keep control of the puck, so she couldn't get a shot away. And now as it comes out of the zone, it'll be picked back up here by Grindler. Back to the blue line. Barber with a "Here we go, Rangers, here we go" chant for the Ranger faithful. Barber tried to stick handle around in the slot, but couldn't get a shot away again. And that will be all the way down. It should be an icing, and it will be an icing with 11:18 to go here in the third period. 27-19 in shots. Good crowd here again for the final game of day number 2. Trying to see if maybe we see some of the Mitchell Marlins players. Maybe their Marlins are over there in the far corner watching this game. Seeing who their opponent will be. They might be watching it on YouTube right now.
Yeah, you'd hope they'd be there to support their girls.
Here's Lily Moon in with a shot off the side of the goalpost. She had some room over on the near side, on the short side. As Zoe Gora is able to hold it in. There's a shot that goes wide by a couple of feet. She's struggling to get back to her feet and off to her skates. To the blue line, it's held in by Moon. She winds up with a high shot after a screech from one of the girls, maybe looking for a pass or maybe looking to mess her up. As it'll be pushed right back in. Reagan Pesca got right back on side and traveled to go right after it. Emma Ramsey with a shot that's knocked down. And then it's cleared away by Barber. Maybe it came from the Brookings bench, too.
You don't hear that very often.
No, that was a screech of, sounded like someone was shooting a free throw, trying to make sure that they.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
As it's played all the way back out to the Sioux Falls blue line, where Barrett Hefty will pick it up. Hefty had the first goal of the game. Schroeder's got the second, and right now the game winner if it would stand. 10-14 left to go here in the third period. Hefty moves in. Good stick there from the Rangers. That one was played by Taylor Hokinson. Back in is Barber. Her shot, and it goes off of Lily Moon and goes wide. That was a really good stick there by Hokinson after the Flyers were bringing it in the offensive end. That one flipped right back out by the Rangers. That one off the stick of Kenzie Grindler. Delayed offside by the Flyers. Garrett's comes out of the zone. Touched along by Reagan Hayes. And now then picked up by the Brookings Rangers. And back in the zone. There's a shot off of a body. Goes over the top of the cage. As it will be Ava Colley that will keep it in the zone. But now the Flyers get it back out. Off the stick of Garrett's. Picked up by Van Voorst with a high shot and a glove save made by Baker, and a whistle with 9:18 left to go here in the third period. A face-off, though, will come to the right of Baker. 28-20 in shots now in favor of the Sioux Falls Flyers. And Brookings, you like to get that tying goal soon, but you don't have to, because all you are is just one shot away. You don't have to really push for that tying goal quite yet. There's still plenty of time left in this third period. As 5 players are in the corner, Savannah Barber, she will turn. And Barber across, intercepted by Pesca. Ryland Pesca. Pass to the slot, off of a stick. Christie trying to get a shot away. Clark will pick it back up. Barber pushes her into the boards. And it will be now Garrett's that will turn. But Clark blocked that one down. And now we've got 4 players trying to kick it along. The referee trying to say move it, and they will eventually move the puck around. And then Barber runs into, that is Alyssa Lincoln. And then Lincoln lost the puck. Pass goes up, and a good pass from Vugdeveen over to Richter. One-on-one, Richter moves in. Richter with the shot. Vander Esch saw it all the way. She makes the save. No rebound and a whistle with 8:20 to go here in the third period. Again, don't got to push. You don't have to push because it's still 8:20 left to go in the third. There is plenty of time still left in this third period. Face off to the left of Vander Esch. It'll be controlled here by the Rangers. And around to the far side. Reagan Peska got it for the Flyers, but couldn't get it out of the zone. Here is Lily Moon. Moves around and moves out of the zone. Here is Reagan Peska again. Peska in with a shot. Save, no save because he got blocked up. It was blocked up by Hokinson. Now back to the other way. As it will be Rasmussen. It's going to be Forrester. That was Rasmussen trying to get in the offensive zone. Now here's Forrester. Back to the blue line. And it comes out of the zone. Played by Hokinson. 7:30 left to go here in the third period. Reagan Peska right back in. Peska trying to stick handle around. She'll turn with it. And Reagan Peska pass off to the side. Came in front. Zoe Gora. There's a backhander that goes wide from Alyssa Lincoln. Reagan Peska turns, throws it back off to the side and around to the near side of the corner. Lincoln with a little bit of a push. Hokinson throws down Lincoln. There is no call. Barber will pick it up. And Savannah Barber will skate with some speed into the neutral zone. Makes a couple of good moves around, trying to dangle around the entire Sioux Falls team. And Barber now the backhand. Pass goes over. Richter with a shot and a save is made. There is no rebound. And we get a little bit of extra pushing after the whistle with 6:47 left to go here in the third period.
And somewhere under all that was Vander Esch with the puck.
And Vander Esch did a really good job there. They're trying to go 5-0 on Vander Esch. Any kind of where the pad was not laying on the ice, that's where they were trying to get that puck to go. And Vander Esch had that one snuffed out. Still 2-1 with 6:44 to go here in the third period. Has a more chance from the Brookings faithful. But into the zone is Hefty. Barrett Hefty gets through. She scores! Barrett Hefty's second of the game. 5-0 on Baker, and it's a 3-1 lead with 6:32 to go in the third period.
Barrett Hefty, that's pretty smooth. She took it through the neutral zone and knew exactly where she was going to go with it. Kept it right flat on the ice.
And there is your 2-goal lead for the Sioux Falls Flyers.
Good-looking shot by Barrett Hefty.
So
it really was.
Now with it being a 2-goal lead, that makes it very, very difficult for the Brookings Rangers.
Yeah, it does at this point.
So with 6:32 to go, Brookings now has to press to try and get that goal to go back within one shot. Schroeder gets a shot away for the Flyers. An easy save for Baker. She put that rebound to the corner. Reagan Peska, that is Adriana Clark. Pass goes around. It's held in. Hefty's got 2 goals, 2 of the 3 right now for the Flyers. Savannah Barber, she's going to race. Starting into the neutral zone. Now she'll turn back around. We're going to see Barber, Vugdeveen, and Richter on the ice quite a bit here in the last 6 minutes. They need that top line to score 2 goals, where it's going to be a tough task in this hockey game. 5:50 left to go here in the third period. On the near side, it is going to be controlled. Actually, it's going to be a battle for, and finally controlled. Garrett's over on the near side corner, far side corner. Picked up by Moon. Moon will race from the far side to the near side. Left into the corner, played out, and now Richter will turn. Richter being leaned on by
literally.
Reagan Hayes, and then she will get called for a check. Yeah, I believe that's gonna get Reagan Hayes to the penalty box for a check. Yeah, it is going to be called. That was 5:14 left to go here in the third period. So the 6th power play opportunity for the Brookings Rangers. Pelican Power Sports power play.
And that happened right in front of the Sioux Falls bench. It was a little hard for us to see that.
And a timeout is taken by the Brookings Rangers with 5:14 to go here in the third. So again, tomorrow, Jeff, I'll let you tell us what we got going tomorrow.
Well, tomorrow at 9 o'clock, Constellation Championship with Owyhee taking on the Rushmore Thunder. And then, of course, at 11:30, beg your pardon, it'll be Aberdeen against the loser of this game. The winner takes on Mitchell for the state championship. That'll be at 2 o'clock tomorrow. We'll have all three games for you right here.
That's right. Capital City Rock, KSDR. We'll have the Brookings game on KKQQ, but all three games will also be available to watch on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. We're your only place for all 22 games.
Yeah,
all
this
22
weekend
games
next.
of this weekend, next weekend. You can't find it anywhere else for all 22 games except for right here on Capital City Rock Sports and Capital City Rock and KSDR. And, of course, Brookings, we not all 22 games, but
KKQQ, but next week it will be.
Yes, but next week it will be. And all the Brookings games here this weekend is on KKQQ.
And we've enjoyed doing the regular season and, of course, this tournament and
That's
the
right.
next one. We see these kids. We know these kids. We know the coaches. We know the parents.
We watched a lot of hockey all the
Yep.
way through to this state tournament. From the Hawaii Capitals and Watertown Lakers, but we saw pretty much every team.
Yeah.
Out of the three of us, we definitely saw every single team that played all year long. 5:10 left to go here in the third period. A power play, Pelican Power Sports power play, 6-1 of the day for the Brookings Rangers. They're 1 for 5 right now. They need this goal here in this power play to get themselves back within one shot. They're down 3-1 right now. They have it in the zone, but they haven't got a shot away quite yet. This one coming close to the net, but played by Alexa Christie. And now Rylan Pesca will pick it up and clear the zone. Racing after is Emma Ramsey, but winning the race to it will be Richter. Pass over for Grindler. Good stick there from Reagan Pesca. And now a Brookings player, that was Forster that went down. And it's picked back up, and old pass goes across for Richter. And Taryn Richter is in. Richter on her off wing. From her back end, trying to get a pass to the front of the net, unable to. 4:20 left to go here in the third period. It will be cleared by the Flyers. 1 minute left to go in the power play. This becomes all important here for the Rangers in this next minute to try and get a goal. Forrester off the boards, racing after it. She gained the red line, so there is no icing. Back behind the nets. It's picked back up by the Flyers, by the Rangers. Around the boards to the far side. And it's chipped out and all the way down. That was a great play there by Gabby Schroeder. 30 seconds left to go here in the power play. Pass is over for Forrester. And Amaya Forrester moves it in on the right side. Pass to the slot. There's a shot that goes through the blue paint, misses high. Down to 13 seconds left to go on the power play. And the Flyers are able to clear this one out of the zone. Lily Moon will race after. She's going to break away. Lily Moon in, shorthanded. Moon in. She scores! Lily Moon makes it 4-1, a shorthanded goal. And the Flyers can taste it. The championship is well within their grasp now.
Lily Moon with a great shot. We've seen some really nice shots from the Sioux Falls team tonight.
And Lily Moon, I believe she just celebrated with the Conor McGregor. the back, swinging the shoulders around.
I don't know that one yet, do I? Oh, yeah, I do. I know that one.
A short-handed goal for Lily Moon. Lily Conor McGregor Moon with the goal. The Flyers will get back to full strength, and it's a 4-1 lead here for the Sioux Falls Flyers over the Brookings Rangers. It is Lingen that will get the assist. Alyssa Lingen, Lily Moon with the goal. As Hefty's got 2 goals, Schroeder with a goal, Moon with a goal, and Lingen the only assist so far in the game for the Flyers. They lead at 4-1 with 2:45 to go. This is about to set up a collision course where we thought it might be, but we had some really exciting games to get to this point, where it's going to be Sioux Falls and Mitchell in the championship. The two teams that Mitchell that never lost to anybody. Mitchell, the only loss came to this Sioux Falls team. only 2 losses. Sioux Falls didn't lose to anybody all year. That'll be coming around to the near side. And the Flyers going to race in Jalissa Peterson. The Rangers, there's a shot and a save is made by Schroeder. There's going to be by Van Der Esch. And the pass goes all the way out to Gabby Schroeder. With 2 minutes to go here in the third period. Gabby Schroeder is in. That shot save is made by Baker. Up high off the right blocker. As it's in the corner. And played. Schroeder run into Garrett's. It's loose in the slot. Comes back out to the blue line. And it's going to be played. That one by Danica Bukovic. She's on the ice for the first time here for Sioux Falls. You think there's any relation to the head coach, Mark Bukovic?
I think so.
I think so.
She's a 6th grader, if I'm not mistaken.
Here is Garrett's. So any varsity time is good varsity time, especially for someone as young as a 6th grader. As Reagan Pesca trying to move it back in. It will be Savannah Barber that takes it. Toe drags around. Trying to toe drag around Aniston Murray. Trying to get some of these names that are on the ice for both these teams. Here's Reagan Pesca back in. There's a shot off the blocker of Baker with 1 minute to go here in the third period. 4-1 lead for the Flyers. They're on their way to the state championship. Don't go anywhere, though, because we're going to be talking to our player of the game coming up after this game is over. There's a shot and a save by Van Der Esch. She's made 24 saves on the evening. 28 saves for Aletha Baker. Here's Gora back in. Gora trying to look for a pass in front, and it came over to Juliana Chan, and she just nearly missed that shot. There's a backhander that goes off the glove of Baker. Out of the zone, Jalissa Peterson back again for the Rangers. Peterson with a shot, broken up, good block there in front. I believe that one was by Moon, it was, with 12 seconds left to go. Down to 10 seconds. The Sioux Falls Flyers, they've been undefeated all the way to this point, and now they're 1 win away against probably, and it is the second best team, the Mitchell Marlins. It is a 4-1 win for the Sioux Falls Flyers over the Brookings Rangers. They advance to the state championship, winning 4-1, getting 3 straight goals after it was tied 1-1. The Flyers get 3 straight to win it 4-1 and advance to the state championship to face the Mitchell Marlins. We will step aside when we come back with our post-game show. We will talk with our player of the game and have our post-game show. You're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, on YouTube. There's going to be on KSDR, on KKQQ, and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Winter's on its way out, and the hot summer months are almost here. Don't swelter in the heat again this year. Call Jason at Sunmasters in Pierre and get set to get those windows tinted to stay nice and cool this summer. Sunmasters can also repair that pesky chip in the glass, whether it be from a hockey puck or the usual rock. Jason and the crew will get you back on the road feeling comfortable in no time. Located at 1020 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre, give them a call at 605-224-6102. Sunmasters in Pierre.
Renke Gray Wealth Management, a place where achieving success can only come from working together. We believe in deep, meaningful relationships that will last generations. Investments change, family situations change. At Renke Gray Wealth Management, we want to help you navigate these changes because our commitment to you won't change. Let's work together on creating your financial plan for your financial freedom. Call Renke Gray Wealth Management at 224-5959 or visit us at renkegray.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial. Member FIRNA SIPC. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors. A registered investment advisor. GWM and Renke Gray Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial.
How you move matters. Avera Orthopedics helps you move freely and live life to the fullest with innovative treatment options customized to your bone, muscle, and joint needs. Whether you suffer from aches, breaks, tears, or dislocations, turn to the orthopedic team experienced in treating every body. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
This moment of relief, brought to you by your local State Farm agent, who also brings relief with insurance for what you value most.
Call Becky Pottsaba at 605-224-4173 or Carrie Bauman at 605-224-1096. The Fieldhouse in Pierre is the perfect place to sit back and watch the state hockey tournament with friends and family. The Fieldhouse with a full bar gives you that feeling like you're at the game without having to leave town, with a selection of your favorite concession-type food, and who doesn't love some pizza? There's free popcorn, peanuts, and Gardettos to complement any of your snack cravings while enjoying the games on one of the many big screen TVs. The Fieldhouse, 2013 East Gate Avenue in Pierre. Your place for the game this weekend. Go Caps!
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates, at your service, at your side, with offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
And we're back here at the post-game show as our final post-game show of day number 2. The Sioux Falls Flyers win 4-1 over the Brookings Rangers as we send things downstairs to Jim Lloyd with our player of the game.
Okay, I'm down here on the ice with Barrett Hefty. She is our South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association player of the game. I'm going to give you this puck to keep. You put that on your wall. Barrett, what a season you guys are having, huh?
Yeah, no kidding. It's been a good one.
It has been. So, couple goals for you tonight, and some of those look pretty smooth. What can you say about your performance and your team's?
I'd say once we get that momentum going, that adrenaline is rushing, then we get a groove and we just keep going.
How do you think your team is playing right now? You had a tough game last night. You played a good game today. Are you guys at the top of your game right now?
I mean, I'd say so. We're moving pretty fast. We're all playing with each other and well.
All right. Well, I believe it. You guys are playing quite well. So what are your plans after the state tournament? You're going to compete for a championship right now. When that championship game's over, then what are your plans?
I mean, I guess it depends what the outcome is. I'll either be really happy or really sad, but then life goes on. So I'm going to go to college next year.
So in the hockey business, you carry on with some more hockey after this?
Yep, we have nationals at the end of the month.
All right. So you're a member of the Team South Dakota?
Yep, the 19th.
Okay, so you're going to be practicing yet, and then you have to go where, to Jamestown, and then all the way to Pennsylvania?
Yes, we do.
All right, so you have a lot of hockey ahead of you, but you have one job to do right now. It's that state championship.
Yep, should be a good one.
All right, good luck to you. Barrett, thank you for being on the radio and being the South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association player of the game. Good job, Barrett. Thank you. Back up to you guys.
All right, that is Barrett Hefty, who is our final player of the game of day number 2 as the Sioux Falls Flyers beat the Brookings Rangers 4-1. I feel like I'm fishing right now trying to pull up this microphone.
And you've come up with a mic cord.
There we go.
And a microphone.
And it says KCCR on it.
Exactly.
There we go. That's prized possession right there. You
got that right.
It.
They don't give those chucks away.
That's right. Well, what a fun day number 2. There was a lot of good games. All 4 games were good ones here today.
Yes.
Mitchell,
which you would expect.
Mitchell was able to get that running clock win, but that in itself was a fantastic offensive performance, and don't want to take anything away from what Aberdeen has done this year. They can still win a third-place trophy at the end of tomorrow afternoon. But, boy, Mitchell has looked really good, and they're going to come in tomorrow. They're going to come in and have an opportunity because their legs are going to be the freshest going into that state championship game. because Sioux Falls has played 2 really tough games this state tournament.
So if you are Sioux Falls, who do you put in the nets?
Oh, it's got to be Riley Vander
Well, I think so too, but they have 3 good goalies.
Do you go with Eva Ram?
You could. We'd play 3 goalies in 3 games, but I really think that you've got to go with Van Der Esch.
I think so too. I think that Mitchell's preparing for Van Der Esch to be in net, and they would be I wouldn't say they'll be happily surprised, because I don't think there's a good goalie to go face against Sioux Falls, but they'll be surprised if I'll be surprised too if Van Der Esch is not in net. Now, any of those 3 goalies could easily go out there and win a state championship, be one of those goalies. But I think Van Der Esch has got to be your goaltender for this game.
Obviously, Sioux Falls has won the first 2 meetings between these 2 teams, because that's all of Mitchell's losses have both been both times to Sioux Falls. But we don't know in the case of Mitchell when they've played Sioux Falls whether they've gone against Van Der Esch or Ram or the other young lady. Name escapes me at the moment.
Cindy Fordwald.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so we don't know who they have faced before as far as their 2 other meetings. But
we'll do our homework tonight to make sure that we know who they face in those 2 meetings.
Yeah, that's exactly right. But whoever plays goal is going to have to be at the top of their game right away.
Yeah.
You've got to show up right away, because Mitchell proves that they come to play, and they got 2 goals in the first 2 minutes of the game tonight in that first period. In fact, less than 2 minutes.
Yep.
So you've really got to be on your game if you're a goalie.
And that's going to be the one of the 3 fun games, because the first game is going to be fun with the Hawaii Capitals as well as the Rushmore Thunder, who Rushmore end up coming away with the win. They end up winning over Watertown with an upset.
They played very well.
They're the only upset so far in the tournament, and they're going to say, why can't we have 2 upsets and beat the Hawaii Capitals and get that consolation championship? But then Aberdeen and Brookings. That's an interesting matchup in itself, too, because...
Well, they're both disappointed with the loss, but once you get on the ice and drop the puck, that was yesterday's game. We're concentrating on today.
I think Jim said it, too, that maybe one of you guys said it, that it's I wouldn't say it's easy to forget, but for high school kids, it's easy to forget what happened yesterday.
Well, typically 2 minutes after you've played a high school game, they're on to something else.
Right. They got their phones out. They're on TikTok.
Yeah.
They're on every single app.
Yeah, the parents may think about it, but the kids really don't, and that's a great attitude to have.
Well, and I saw some of these teams this weekend that are right below us here in this bench, and they're down 2-3 goals, and a timeout. They're all smiling. They're having fun.
Yeah, and that's what you want them to do. That's what this experience is all about.
Yeah, and sometimes, it's always more fun to win, but they like being out here. They just like being out here. They know that it's all their friends. This is where they feel comfortable. This is where they've worked to be. They're just happy to be out here for the most part.
This is kind of your safety spot.
It is.
Yeah.
So tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock, we'll start coverage at 8:45 in the morning. So basically right now, less than 12 hours from now, we start coverage again. As well, 9 a.m., we'll have our first game, the Hawaii Capitals and the Rushmore Thunder in the 5th place game.
My alarm goes off at 9, by the way. Don't wake me.
Okay. we will leave Jeff at the hotel. He'll have to get a late checkout because nobody's going to pick him up till after the championship game. But then 11:30, it'll be the 3rd place game, which will be Aberdeen and Brookings, the 3 versus 4 in the 3rd place game. And then it'll be the 1 versus 2 in the state championship at 2 o'clock. All 3 games will be on Capital City Rock, KSDR, and available to watch on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. We'll also have the Brookings game on KKQQ, the 3rd place game at 11:30, with coverage right around 11:15.
Well, and all kidding aside, I wouldn't miss any of the 3 games.
No, absolutely, and you shouldn't, and nobody should. Everybody should be ready to go. And if you're not a morning person, well, you can set your alarm for 8:59. 8:45. Wake up and start watching the pregame show on Capital City Rock Sports.
And if you don't talk to anybody, you could watch these games
anytime
on the YouTube station.
That is true.
You have to stay away from everybody because they're going to blow it for you.
That is true. You can wait till that first game's over, start watching that. By the time that game's over, then you can watch the next one. And, you can make that work if you're not a morning person. But if you want to watch it live, we'll have it on Capital City Rock Sports on YouTube. And you can also listen on Capital City Rock and KSDR in Watertown. 2 days done, 1 day left to go, and it should be a fun final 3 games of this state tournament.
It should.
What a ride up to this point, isn't it?
Well, and I hope every game lives up to its billing, quite honestly, because I think it should.
And it has to this point.
Yeah.
So we don't want to be disappointed tomorrow. We want to be living up to the the way it was the standards of the first 2 days, as we've had a lot of fun in our first 2 days, and we got one more game to go, one more day to go, and 3 more games left here in the girls' state tournament. You guys want to thank your board out back at in Watertown?
Yeah, Nick.
Yes.
Nick has
done
been
a
with
good
us
job
2
all
days.
year. Yep, he's done a great job all year, and Kurt Crawford's done a great job all year. Thanks to both.
Yep.
So, and I want to say thanks to Jen Hanna earlier in the day, Spencer Kelly, that's been the last couple of games. We appreciate those guys helping us get rolling on Capital City Rock as well.
Yeah. We should also thank Jenny Workus.
We should.
We should.
Because we should.
We give her so much static.
And she still helps
But
us.
she does a great job, and she's the executive director, and without her, we wouldn't be here.
Oh, I thought we said we should. I didn't think they said we will.
Well, you guys do know that Jenny's, I guarantee she's listening.
Yeah, I know.
But anyway,
we may not see you next week, but that's okay.
But she does so much for us before these tournaments all year long.
We bug her every week.
During the tournament, and then
she's
she's there after the tournament. She's always around for us. Whatever we need, she's usually there.
Yeah.
And whenever she can be, and it's
she's a peach of a gal.
She has done a fantastic job. I just
has.
want to make sure my job's safe till next week. No, no, she has done a fantastic job, and we get those player of the game pucks. Because we got that because of her. She's done a fantastic job to make sure that we are taken care of here, and to make sure that we can get you guys on the air and make sure everything runs smoothly on the back end of everything too. So
well, without Jenny, I'd have been retired 5 years ago.
Yeah, Jenny pulled Jeff out of retirement.
So
she won't let him retire again.
So is she the one to
probably regretted it.
She's
probably regretted it every day since.
She's 100% to blame for Jeff being out of retirement.
Yeah, that's right.
So without bubbling any farther, we will.
We better get off the air.
Our board ops are saying, "Let's go, guys, let's go."
Yeah.
But appreciate
Bye,
that.
Nick.
Yeah, we appreciate Nick. We appreciate Spencer, and we'll be back on the air 8:45 tomorrow morning for our coverage of Day 3 and the final games of the state tournament here at Aberdeen for the girls varsity state tournament. Thanks to Jeff Anderson, Jim Lloyd, I'm John Winkler. Back on the air 8:45 tomorrow morning here on at Capital City Rock KSTR and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
You've been listening to the 2022 Girls Varsity State Hockey Tournament. The Girls Varsity State Hockey Tournament is brought to you by Owyhee Federal Credit Union, Weatherall, Wagner Auto, the Ramcoda, Pelican Power Sports, Fisher Rounds and Associates, Hockey Headquarters, and the Aberdeen Area Chamber of Commerce. The Girls Varsity State Hockey Tournament is also brought to you by Becky Potsuba State Farm Insurance, Hermanson Endodontics, Sunmasters of Pierre, the University of Jamestown, Xander Auto Parts, Renke Gray Wealth Management, the Fieldhouse of Pierre, and Kubota. Join us all weekend for more exciting girls varsity hockey action. This has been a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports, Central South.